This is the imagery. This is the imagery right here of the biblical description of the lake of fire. The biblical description of the lake of fire, it actually starts in Basra and it ends in Megiddo, which is also known as Armageddon.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at it, it looked like a snake, right? It looked like a snake, but see, a river keeps flowing. So even though it's shaped like serpentine, it still has a start and ending point. So it still can be considered a lake of fire. So it says the doctrine of the lake of fire has long been misunderstood, confused with Christian mythology, or misapplied to America's coming nuclear destruction. We're not abandoning that at all. But when we rightly divide the scriptures from Isaiah and Ezekiel to Revelation, the second Ezra, a far clearer picture emerges that the lake of fire is not America, but a literal, visible, divine judgment zone that begins in Basra, Edom, stretches through a nearby wilderness of purging, and concludes at Armageddon, where Yahushua crushes the beast and its religious deceivers.
Meanwhile, the lake of fire is not a temporary event. It's everlasting judgment.
Right, because the heathens are going to still be sinning. So they're going to have to get, when they do go off, some of them are going to be subject to getting cast in that lake of fire that's right outside the kingdom, as we're going to show you. Go ahead.
It's not nuclear. It's divine. This is
also too, Salakia. Anybody who got the PDF, all you camp leaders who got the PDF, you have a different one. So I'm going to put this updated one. That was just a rough draft. I'm going to put the updated one in the description box. I'm going to drop it right in the chat after we get done with these slides. So you have like 80% of the breakdown. Go ahead. And some things we took away, some things we added. Go ahead.
It's not nuclear. It's divine. This is Yahushua's baptism by fire, which is 53 and 11.
Oh, my God.
And that baptism, now watch this. And that baptism, it begins after America is already gone. Which, if it begins after America is destroyed, then that means America cannot be the lake of fire, because obviously it's been destroyed already. Babylon is destroyed in Revelation 18. The lake of fire doesn't appear until Revelation 19, which is proof that Babylon is not the lake of fire. And for the record, this is just one arguendo. There's literally not one verse verbatim that says, and Babylon is the lake of fire. Just throwing that out there. It says, so let's not confuse a nuclear warhead with Yahushua's wrath.
Now, a lot of people, and I brought this out in my previous camp, but I never talked about it. Yahushua's baptism by fire is the lake of fire. We're going to prove that. He starts it. He's throwing people in it. It's his. We're going to prove that. Everybody stops at 11. Don't even read 12 or 13. And to let you guys know, the reason I even started studying this and researching this, and then Hasad looking into it as well, is a brother every Tuesday we do the Genesis Generals class. A brother asked me a question. He said, "Hey, priest, I'm trying to sharpen up my sword, right? I need some more precepts on how the lake of fire is America, Babylon." And I'm like, "All right, I got you." I said, "Let me find one." I didn't find a single one. So this is what put me in the spirit and led me down this path.
Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. The house of David, starting with the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. Shalom. So you see these two damn reprobates, all right, the burden Ernie of Israel, all right, Hakah and Hasad, all right, of the group Genesis, now saying and teaching that the lake of fire is not talking about America. It's talking about basically World War III. That's what they're saying. You know, they're saying that World War III is going to cause the lake of fire and it's going to be eternal. All right, they're saying it's going to begin in the land of Basra. They're saying the actual land, all right, which is ancient Edom, All right, it's going to begin in Basra and end in Megiddo, which that's not what it's talking about. All right, so now they're saying, like I said, they're saying that the lake of fire is not talking about America, which they're going the hell off, man. All right, so let's get the lake of fire scriptures. Let's see. I know it's Revelation, should be Revelation 19 and 20. Let's see what we get. Revelation 19. Yep. So we'll start with, matter of fact, yeah, I'll start with this one, verse Revelation 20. Let's go there. Revelation 20. Because the key point is that the lake of fire is the second death. All right, so these guys are saying that, World War III, Armageddon is going to be the lake of fire. No, man. All right, the lake of fire is the second death, which is America being destroyed by thermonuclear fire. That's the second death. That's why I want to start in this verse first, Revelation 20 and 14. Because remember, the lake of fire is the ultimate judgment. Babylon, America, being destroyed by thermonuclear fire is the ultimate judgment, all right, of the entire scriptures, all right? And it was prophesied from the beginning. All our forefathers, the major prophets, prophesied about it. Enoch, Moses, all right? They all prophesied about the destruction of America, the little horn. Because remember, when you read in Daniel 7, it ends with the little horn. All right, and when you read it in Revelation 18, you read about the judgment of the whore, which is America. That's the lake of fire, man. Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. All right, so the second death is the lake of fire. So according to these guys, all right, what was the first death? All right, so if they're saying Armageddon, World War III, all right, it's talking about, this right here, the Valley of Jehoshaphat and, World War III being, which this is not even a lake, it's a river. It's a big difference between a lake and a river. All right, so if this is the lake of fire, which is the second death, what was the first death? All right, because this is going to be the Third World War, right? So why wasn't there 3 deaths? All right, according to their logic, the logic of Genesis, Hasad and Hakah, why is World War III the second death? Why wasn't the first 2 wars, all right, the first death, so to speak? No, man, the first death was the flood, and the second death is America being destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. That's the second death. All right. Verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So again, according to the logic of Genesis, Hakah and Hasad, all right, no Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire. Because you saw in the clip, all right, and they said it throughout that video, that whole video, all right, that the lake of fire is going to be eternal and it's going to be right outside the kingdom, all right, of the Holy Land. But the scriptures, we know through the scriptures that wicked Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire. So because they said, because Hasad said, the heathens are still going to be sinners. So one of the judgments is being cast into the lake of fire. No, man. The lake of fire is going to die down. It's not going to be an eternal lake of fire, which we're going to cast the heathen into in the kingdom of heaven. No, when the heathen go off in the kingdom, we're gonna beat the shit out of them, man, and we're gonna put some of them to death. Not by means of the lake of fire, because the lake of fire is gonna already be done gone out, man. All right. So according to Genesis, Hakah and Hasad, all Israelites are gonna be saved, found in the book of life, because Revelation 20:15, as you see here, says, whosoever was not found written in the book of life were cast into the lake of fire. So Hakah and Hasad. So what are y'all saying, that all Israel will be saved on the first go round? That every single Israelite is written in the book of life? No, man, of course not. All right, that's why when you go up, because the lake of fire is the second death. And the first resurrection is going to be being saved on the first go round, not being cast into the lake of fire. That's why it says this right here. Revelation 20. And let's see. I'll get straight to the point. Verse 6, Revelation 20 and 6. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. And we read what the second death is, the lake of fire. But they shall be priests of the Most High and of Hamashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Now, is all Israel, every single Israelite gonna reign, gonna take part in the first resurrection? No. 2/3 of Israel are gonna be cast into the lake of fire, which is America, being destroyed by thermonuclear fire. All right, see, so their doctrine makes no sense, man. Them saying that the lake of fire is not talking about America being destroyed by fire. So it makes no sense, man. All right, no wicked Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire. Only the elect is going to take part, only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to take part in the first resurrection. 2/3 are going to have to be born into the kingdom. All right, but they're going to die in the lake of fire. All right. So let's get this, because he read this in the clip you saw, right? It says, the doctrine of the lake of fire has been long misunderstood, confused with Christian mythology, or misapplied to America's coming nuclear destruction. But when we rightly divide the scriptures from Isaiah and Ezekiel to Revelation and Second Esdras, a far clearer picture emerges. The lake of fire is not America, but a literal, visible divine judgment zone that begins in Basra, Edom, stretches through a nearby wilderness of purging, and concludes at Armageddon, where Yahushua crushes the beast and its religious deceivers. So this is talking about the beast being taken out of power, man. The beast being taken down. All right, not literally the beast being cast into the lake of fire, man. Because the elites, they're not going to die in the lake of fire. The elites are going to go head first into slavery. All right. And that's another point, man. You know, Armageddon is not the lake of fire. Armageddon is an event more so than a place. Armageddon is judgment. All right, the Lord gathering the heathen. That's what Armageddon means in the Hebrew. Armageddon. It just means mountain of troops. And that's where the Lord is going to gather all the troops of these heathen and Gentile nations over there for World War III. That's Armageddon. That's not the lake of fire. Armageddon is more so an event, not a place, man. The lake of fire is talking about America. All right? So the beast being cast into the lake of fire is talking about the beast being taken out of power, man. The beast being destroyed. All right? Because America, all right, remember, America is the whore that rides the beast. All right? So when America is destroyed, the beast is going to be taken out, man. All right? That's why when the war in heaven, it doesn't say the beast. It says what? The dragon. Michael and his angels fought the dragon. All right? So the beast, all right, is going to be cast into the lake of fire, meaning the beast is going to be taken out of power, man, the fourth beast. All right? Meanwhile, the lake of fire is not a temporary event. It's everlasting judgment. It's not nuclear. It's divine. This is Yahushua's baptism by fire, Matthew 3:11. And they're going off on that. Yahushua's baptism by fire, meaning us, the trials and tribulations, the hell that we catch, man. That's what us being baptized by fire mean, man. All right, because John said, I indeed baptize you with water. All right. That was a literal baptism. People were being baptized by water. All right, but Yahushua baptizing us with fire is meaning, hey, we're going to catch hell in this truth, man. We're going to have trials and tribulations in this truth. That's what being baptized by fire means. All right, it's not talking about the lake of fire. And that baptism, it begins after America is already gone. Babylon is destroyed in Revelation 18. The lake of fire doesn't appear until Revelation 19. Proof Babylon is not the lake of fire, which they're going off. Because when you read Revelation, it's not in chronological order. All right, they're saying that Babylon is already destroyed. The lake of fire doesn't appear until Revelation 19. And Babylon was taken out in Revelation 18. It's not in chronological order, man. You have to have the spirit to see these things, man. See, they're thinking it's all in chronological order, which is not. All right, so let's go there, man. All right. And Revelation 19 is a continuation of Revelation 18. All right, it's not necessarily in chronological order. Let's go to Revelation 18. Because the lake of fire is mentioned in Revelation 19 also. All right. So let's go to Revelation 19 and 20. Let's go to that verse where the lake of fire is mentioned. Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. All right. And that's another key thing, that the lake of fire is going to be burning with brimstone. And it mentions in all the other prophecies, Isaiah, all right, and all the other prophets, that America is going to be destroyed with fire and brimstone, man. Showing you that, hey, America is going to be that lake of fire. All right, but Revelation 19, all right, when you read this, when you go back to, let's get Daniel 7 and 11. The elder Apostle Hall brought this out. What we just read in Revelation 19 and 20 is the same event. When we read this in Daniel chapter 7, verse 11, Daniel 7 and 11. I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. And this horn is what? America, this little horn. All right. And I beheld even till the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. Remember, the beast, the horn is riding the beast. And this little horn is America. All right, because remember, when you read this same chapter, it goes into the little horn. All right, Daniel 7. Matter of fact, let's get it here. Matter of fact, it should be in this. It might be in Daniel 9. Oh, yep, Daniel 7. I was already here. Daniel 7 and 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. This little horn is America, which is, when you read in Revelation, it's the whore that's riding the beast. All right, Daniel 7 and 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were the three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. So it's going to end with the little horn. That's why when you read the next verse, all right, Daniel 7 and 9, it goes from the little horn and the thrones being cast down, which meaning what? All these Esau being taken out, America being taken out. Because why? That's going to be the ultimate judgment, the lake of fire, America, the little horn being destroyed by thermonuclear fire. So when you read Daniel 7 and 9, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So the thrones were cast down, ended with the little horn, which is America, because that's going to be the lake of fire, the ultimate judgment. So that's why when you read Daniel 7 and 11, I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, talking about that little horn, I beheld even to the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. When you go back to Revelation 19 and 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. We just read this in Daniel the 7th chapter. Remember, the whore is riding the beast. When you read up, remember, these two reprobates, Hakah and Hasad, said that Daniel, the lake of fire, does not appear until Revelation 19, and America was already destroyed in Revelation 18. Well, Revelation 19 is talking about the same thing in Revelation 18. It's a continuation. All right, because when you read up, right, Revelation 18 is the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, right? So when you get started here, Revelation 19 and 2, it's continuing on. That's why this verse says this. For true and righteous are his judgments, for he has judged the great whore, pursuing back to Revelation 18. The great whore is America, Babylon the Great. All right, the lake of fire, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. All right. So, yeah, man, that lake of fire is talking about America. It's not talking about World War III, Armageddon. All right? Because Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire. According to Hakah and Hasad, no Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire, because they're saying that the lake of fire is going to burn forever and that the heathen are going to be cast into it in the kingdom. No, man, the lake of fire is the second death. All right? The first death was the flood. All right, so these guys are going the hell off, man. And the fire is going to die down. All right. So this is easy work, man. Let's see. Because wicked Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire. That's one of the main points, 2/3. That's how we know that the lake of fire is talking about America. We did 19, Revelation 20. Yeah, we did these 4. So let's go to Isaiah 34. Because remember, they're saying that with the lake of fire, they're trying to use Isaiah 63 to say that that the lake of fire is Edom, Basra. Which is not talking about that. It's talking about the Edomites, basically, man. It's talking about the Edomites being brought down. Remember, you know, just like Israel is a people before it's a place, Edom, the Edomites are a people before a place, man. All right, so when you read Isaiah 63, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garment from Basra? It's talking about the Lord taking out these Edomites, man. Taking down Esau, Edom, taking them out of power. That's what it's saying. All right. Isaiah 34, and I was just thinking of another point, and I lost it just that quick. Isaiah 34. I'll start at 5. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll start at 5. Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So Idumea, Edom, is talking about the people, all right, before the place. All right. And this is going into the destruction of America. Let's jump down to verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Awashai's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. Talking about America. It's going to be a lake of fire. It shall not be quenched day nor night. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. All right, so if the lake of fire is going to be over there in World War III, in the actual land of Edom, because remember when you read Revelation, the Lord told the birds to come have a feast, right? So how are the birds going to have a feast, all right, if the lake of fire is going to be of eternal judgment? Because remember what they said now. They said what? Come on. The lake of fire is not a temporary judgment event. It is everlasting judgment. All right. So how are the birds going to come have a feast if it's burning? All right. How, man? See, these guys, they off, man. These guys are agents. They're bought and paid for, man. Bringing in damnable heresies, trying to take the judgment off America, man. What they said, well, we still saying America is going to be destroyed. But y'all really don't want America to be destroyed, man. That's why you see Hakah waving that damn sword around. All right? Wanting to be seen. Teaching for filthy lucre, man. So if the lake of fire is eternal, how are the birds gonna come have a feast, man? And when you jump down to the bottom of this chapter, all right, I read verse 10, Isaiah 34:10. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. It's not talking about literally forever. It just means a long period of time. Because the next verse tells you that. Isaiah 34:11. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon the line of confusion and stones of emptiness. So how are desert creatures going to inhabit it if it's going to be an eternal fire? All right. No, man, the lake of fire is not going to be literally forever, for all of eternity. The memorial of it is. That's what it means forever. The smoke go up forever and ever. It's going to be a memorial of the kingdom and the people that went against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's what America is going to be, a memorial of what not to do. All right. So this lines up with Revelation, the lake of fire, which is America. All right. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to make that point, man. Because Isaiah 13 goes into the same thing. All right, I'm not going to get it, but go read that chapter, man. The lake of fire is America being destroyed by thermonuclear fire. The lake of fire is the second death. Israelites are going to suffer the second death. If you're not of the elect of the nation of Israel, you're going to suffer the second death. You're going to be cast into the lake of fire. All right. So I just wanted to make that quick point. I was, let me see. Yeah, man, let's, because they said, well, this is a river, not a lake. It's a big difference, man. So this is not even an accurate depiction of the lake of fire. This is, man. This is, that's why the scripture says in Revelation, John, he saw the elect standing on the sea of glass mingled with fire. This is what he's talking about. This is an accurate depiction of that, man. This is when you look what the elect is going to be looking down at America burn. It's going to look like a lake of fire as you see on the screen here, man. This does not look anything like this. This is a river. This is the actual depiction of the lake of fire, man. An accurate depiction. That's what it's going to look like, a lake, not a river, man. All right? So these guys, Genesis, they're going the hell off, man. Because really, they don't want America to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed. The lake of fire is America being destroyed. And you wicked Israelites are going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. Only the elect is going to escape the second death. All right. So I just wanted to go into that. These guys, Genesis, they're Hakah and Hasad, they're reprobates. They're going off, man. And you heard Hasad say, well, it never says in the scripture that verbatim that America is the lake of fire. Well, it never says verbatim in the scriptures that America is going to be destroyed. It never says verbatim that the so-called white man is Esau Edom. So you have to be spiritual, man. You have to go deeper than the surface. The Bible is written in parables, symbolic form, man, allegories. So it's not going to say it verbatim. All right? You have to be spiritual, man. The lake of fire is America. I pray that this has been edifying to the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah B'Hashem Rukakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect. The house of David, starting with the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. Ababa Ball, Shalom.